Šibenik,
Mangualde,
i Sal,
Trebinje,
Plasencia,
Saldus,
Alba Iulia,
Mantova.
Saint-Quentin.
You're listening to the URBACT Residents of the Future podcast, the network of 9 small cities united in a shared mission to stand against urban shrinkage. Every week we take you across Europe to meet another city in the Residents of the Future network, exploring its challenges, the causes and impact of depopulation, and the bold ways communities are fighting back. Your guide on this journey is the project's lead expert, Tiago Ferreira. So, Tiago, where are we travelling today?
Hello and welcome to the Residents of the Future podcast. My name is Tiago Ferreira, lead expert of the URBACT project. In this series, we are traveling across Europe to discover how small cities are experiencing urban shrinkage and how communities are finding new ways to imagine their future. Today, our journey takes us to Saldus in Latvia. Saldus is a charming town surrounded by beautiful landscapes with a strong cultural identity and a creative spirit, and people who are deeply attached to their community. I'm very happy to be joined today by Linda Medne, who has been closely involved in the city work as ULG Coordinator within the project. Linda, very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Tiago, I'm happy to be here with you today here in this journey across the Europe, and I'm very happy that you have decided to stop in Saldus.
We are very proud to have Saldus in this network, of course. First question that I would like to put to you is to ask, what is your relationship with the city of Saldus? So, did you born in Saldus? Did you move? Are you working in Saldus? What is your relationship with the city?
I'd say we have a really long-lasting relationship because this is my city where I have been born. Of course, I studied in the secondary school until secondary school. Then I went off to Riga for some studies. And then when I finished my bachelor studies, I came back here. And since then, I've been most of the time living here with the short breaks, just some trips. But more or less, this is my city, where I come from and where I live. And I work here. I live and work here.
Okay, so you're very rooted at Saldus. From your childhood, do you have any remember that is really inside your heart that you want to share about living, raised in Saldus?
Saldus has always been a small city, and for me as a child or a youngster, it was bigger than the village where I was living, but it was really like next doors to it, and it's been a very safe place where to be and a very good one where to have the opportunities and the chances and to have a safe sandbox, I'd say, to play and grow. And this is how I remember Saldus, and that's why I'm raising my children here now as well.
Well, I don't remember those times years ago, but visiting Saldus today, one of the characteristics that I identify is the availability of facilities for children playing in the street, with parks, with sports conditions. So it's something that you have a really well planned.
Yes, indeed. When you say so, because for me it's like yes, for sure we have it because it's always been like that, and playgrounds and parks and schools and sports activities, they have always been available here, and I couldn't imagine having something else that it could not be here. It's So
it's from your childhood that it has been always there. So it's a characteristic
Yes, actually, when I was a kid, there were more of the playgrounds. I'd say they are less now in the parks and the squares, but we are compensating with the skate park, with the sports school and school of music and arts, and we have way much more than just a playground. And I think that's compensates in a way.
Yeah, several opportunities. Well, but you joined the iPlace network. That is a network about urban shrinkage, because you also face a challenge of losing some of the population. Could you tell us a little bit what is the scenario in Saldus about the demographics last decades?
Recently, we've been looking at the numbers, and since the 1918, we've lost 19% of the population, which is quite a number of people. I'd say yes, the overall tendency is decline of the population in general in Latvia. We are becoming less and less. And Saldus is just one consequence of the whole processes happening all over the state. However, I said, as we are a small city, we are affected a bit more than the big cities like capital, like Riga, like Liepāja. And of course, people are moving to the bigger cities, having more possibilities. But yes, I can confirm we are facing this shrinkage and decline in general.
Is it something that you can identify not only on the statistics, but also in the daily life on living in the city? Is something that you can visualize?
Yes, definitely. Especially we see it in the kindergartens, we see it in the schools. We see it very heavily actually now in the first grade in the school. If there were for 5 years, there were 3 first classes in one of the schools I'm talking about. Then from this year, there are only 2 of them. So it shows the number that we are becoming less, and actually all the services that are provided, like for example hairdressers or some nightlife, they are closing down because there are not that much demand. Apparently not that much people that would use all the services.
You're listening to Residents of the Future podcast, where people come first and cities thrive together.
Do you know why demography is the heart of this project? Because population change shapes everything, from schools and jobs to housing, healthcare and community life. Aging populations, youth, outmigrations, and declining birth rates are challenges shared across Europe. But demography trends are not the destiny. By understanding who is living, who is staying, and who could be attracted back, cities can make smarter choices. Addressing demography trends and realities means planning better life for an older population while also creating opportunities for young people and families. It is about making sure that the shrinking cities is still a vibrant city.
You mentioned that you study in the capital city of Latvia. And you decided to come back, and since then you set up your personal location as Saldus. What made you willing to come back and to establish your life in Saldus? Because you experiment the capital city where many opportunities, and you also mentioned that moving to bigger cities is also a trend in the context of Latvia. So what made you to come back?
This is a very easy question. It's children, because this place is way much better for raising children. Availability of the schools, of all the out-of-school activities, safety, being close, everything to everyone. The main decision why to come back. If I would be alone and I wouldn't have children, I most probably have stayed in the capitals or the big cities. But children and raising families, definitely the one, and especially being able that they can walk to the school. They can walk home on their own. That's
the paradise for raising
young families.
children.
Yes,
Young families.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the competitive advantages of the city. All right.
We are the residents of the future, shaping tomorrow's cities today.
Well, you have been working for the last almost 3 years on first doing this diagnosis, why are Saldus losing population, but then trying to identify ideas about how to change that reality. Could you tell us about what did you try in the testing actions? What were the ideas that you designed and you tested within this URBACT methodology?
I have to say there wasn't only one thing that we tested. I have to mention three dimensions of our work here within the URBACT project. The first one is the newcomers and the ones who would return back to Saldus. We did questionnaires, we did the ULG meetings, and we had working groups and different activities with people just to understand which would be the factors, why would they come to live here, and actually to find out the obstacles why they wouldn't come here. And if I have to talk about the findings in this area, then I have to say that first of all, young people just finishing secondary school, they must go to the big city, they must go to the university, they must get this education. And my strongest belief is that we as the municipality have to do the homework of making the place so good that they want to come back with their families here, that they are educated, trained, very well for the life and education wise, and they want to come here back because they like the place that they have left for a school, not because they want to run away. And the other dimension that we explored was entrepreneurship, especially the small enterprises. It's a way more different with the bigger ones. It's a different question. We didn't touch that, but the small enterprises, we are in a good location geographically wise. We have the big roads. We are 100 kilometers to all three ports of Latvia, 100 kilometers to the airports. We have a railway, we have a gas pipe, electricity, everything for the construction, for the production is there. And therefore, we were looking for the ways how to make sure that not only the big entrepreneurs are cozy here, but also the small ones that make a good balance with the whole ecosystem of the inhabitants. And we made this testing action, and we made a community center on one of the schools that was closed down due to the decline of population. And we made the premises available for the small entrepreneurs to have the space for their work. Municipality leased the rooms, and now I can assure that it's working, and it's more than 70% filled with the premises, and the entrepreneurs are working and they like it there, and they say this is
that you curated.
Yes, and they complement all of the and giving people chance to have this entrepreneurship, to start it, to carry out. And as a municipality, we can't support it directly, but we can make the infrastructure friendly for them.
Yeah,
and the third...
Yeah,
Yep.
it was just to mention something that was really inspiring to me was seeing, first of all, you using an empty resource that is an abandoned school, but then to see your ULG members really painting the walls, creating a showroom to make entrepreneurs visualizing what they can have in that building if they recover their spaces and use that. That was really inspiring, very visual, very hands-on, and showed a lot your commitment with this project. So it was, congratulations, it was really nice testing action.
Thank you, because we wanted to show that you can do it easy. That it shouldn't be expensive. Of course, if you want to stay there, but as this was a testing for all of the sides, we wanted to show that with a low cost and a small effort, you can do a lot. And yeah, that's and the best way is showing yourself what you can, how it's done, not by telling directions. And yeah, then the third topic that we tried to cover was the housing. There wasn't a lot of things that we could do directly, as again the municipality isn't the one who would build the houses, but we have a lot of not a lot of, but we have entrepreneurs that are willing to make the housing projects, and therefore this was the topic that was really again touched and again brought to the table, actually, that this is an issue that people need somewhere where to live. And at this time, we don't want to live anymore in the house which is 100 years old and the repair last is done 70 years ago. We want to live in the place where we don't have to bring wood inside to be warm. We want to live in the cozy and a nice place. And it's and actually we want to afford it as well. And this is the combination. Of course, we always want a bit more than we can get, but yeah, this is something that we are still working on. And we, as one of the outcomes of this topic, we will have a city-to-city exchange with Bologna city and explore what they have done in this topic, and continuing to work on this.
Yeah, you during this process, well, besides being a very active partner and Residents of the Future, you also did the city-to-city exchange with Bologna, and also a city visit to Fundão.
Yes,
not yet.
Not yet with Bologna. We are about to do it next in January. But yeah, we went to Fundão for the entrepreneurial area, see how their community center is working. And actually, one more thing for the entrepreneurship, one of our suggestions in the integrated action plan actually was to have the entrepreneur specialist in the municipality that we were missing. And I must say that today we have the entrepreneurial specialist, though working already for the second day here.
Very good, congratulations.
Crossing fingers that it will be successful. But yes, we have achieved that as well.
Very good, very good. So you are combining not only the URBACT resources, but combining with the family program, European Urban Initiative, with the city-to-city exchange. That is really good. And it shows also the city ability now to navigate in the EU programs. That is also a learning from participating in the URBACT networks. Mm-hmm. Well, Linda, we are coming to the end of our episode, but it's time to talk about the future. So you are in the ending process of creating your final integrated action plan. So short details maybe are missing to finalize that, but the ideas, the vision and ideas for the future, the investments, the future project, they are already decided, discussed. So from the integrated action plan and the future plans of Saldus related with Residents of the Future, what is the most inspiring action, project, investment that makes you really willing to make it real?
First of all, from the integrated action plan, when we were working on it, we were thinking of the vision, what we want Saldus to be. And it isn't something very unique. We want it to be the place where there is everything in a harmony: your work, your living, your growth, and everything. And there are several aspects of it. But the most inspiring thing, I think, if there will be people here living and dedicated, and I think with the warm feelings for the place, then the place can flourish. And the most inspiring thing, I think it's about the people, not only the housing, because we were strictly looking through our project and our investments, what we can do and what we would like to do, but carrying out those soft activities like mentorship for the newcomers, that we want them to be here and we want people to come back. And making this place more open. And Latvia, as being up north, we are closed, a bit more closed, and we need some time to get to us. But when we open up, we are we are welcoming. But with this project and with this, I'd say, URBACT approach, we try to show that we can do it differently, that we can be more open, that we can welcome people here, and if there will come people with a fresh insight, with a fresh thoughts, then there will be housing, then there will be small entrepreneurs, then there will be communities, and everything will happen.
Okay, that's very good. Very good vision. You focus on what is really important.
We are the residents of the future, shaping tomorrow's cities today.
Linda, last question that I have to you, and use it also for a final message to our listeners. So in our audience, we have people from different cities in the world. Some of them could be cities like Saldus that are facing the population. And maybe some of our listeners are the local Lindas that are willing to impact their cities. From your experience with these 3 years with Residents of the Future, with this learning journey, what is the key learning on fighting depopulation, fighting urban shrinkage, that you took, that you consider that will be a nice insight for others to start their journey of analyzing and impacting their situation on the population?
I'd say my key takeaway is to get the right team, and to get the team that is that actually has been outside of the city, and to convince them that, because sometimes when we are talking with the ones who hasn't left the place at all, their views, in my experience, in the most of the cases, it's not the very positive ones. And to get the inspiring people in your team, and making thinking of the ideas and actually sharing, because this depopulation, as you say, it's not the unique thing about Saldus or the other cities. We are all of us are facing, and being open-minded and taking the best experience that we can from the others. And URBACT gives this chance of visiting other places. And if we can take one example from Fundao, one example from Iisalmi, one example from Placencia, then we can adapt our perfect offer. And having the right people in your team, being open to new ideas, and being creative by adapting to your local factors and your local needs. And
it was a masterclass, actually, from your side. Any final message to this podcast listener audience?
My message is to use these possibilities that are given by these European projects. And sometimes it's difficult to convince the decision makers that those soft activities are useful, because you can't see direct impact on it. You can't see a road constructed, you can't see a building constructed, you can't see a bench on the street after these projects. But you get smarter employees, you get smarter society, and that's something you can't appreciate too much, you don't see it, but you feel it, maybe not right away, but in a longer perspective. And it's definitely worth it to be a partner in such a network.
Okay, Linda. It was very inspiring. Having this chat with you, I remember that the good practice that you had from URBACT was described as empathy-driven approaches. And I understood in this chat why it's empathy-driven, because you always highlighted that it's about people, and it's a nice message. The city transformation, it's in the people's hands, and so this is a really nice takeaway from this episode. So, Linda, thank you so much for sharing Saldus' story with us today. To our listeners, Saldus show that even small towns can take bold steps, create fresh opportunities, and turn challenges into hope for the future. We wish Saldus every success as it begins to implement the Integration Action Plan, and we look forward to seeing how these ideas will make a difference in the future. To everyone listening, thank you for joining us. If you would like to hear more inspiring stories from across Europe, follow Residents of the Future on Spotify, LinkedIn, and URBACT website. Until next time, let's keep imagining and building the future together. Thank you.